Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video let's take a look at, is AMD stock undervalued, and is this the next another opportunity to buy? Now, this has been on a constant decline. Now in this video, definitely I'll take you over the price action and what to watch as for the long term and also for the near term trades, and also, and well, so many also, right? And I also want to take you over what the analysts are saying. All right, so let's have some data as for what analysts are saying, and then I want to talk about overall the price action where it is, because this is not just that recently it's been falling. It has been in this decline from even before, when S&P 500 was still in an uptrend. Right now, as you can see, S&P 500 is in a little bit of a decline, but all these other details, S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, and all other 50 plus stocks coverage I do with the members. Check out the details in the description of this video if you are interested on any of that, and also trading tools if you're interested in that. Check out the details in the description of this video. All right, let's jump back into it. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So, daily interval. Now, where AMD price action is, that is $100. All right. Now, the price action is right at one of the demand zone that I have been saying that once we couldn't hold anything around the above area, especially 125, structure did try, but it didn't become in an uptrend. And then eventually after earnings, we continued to stay in the downtrend. There were times that it was trying to establish itself, but couldn't. Now, we always look for, okay, where is the next possible price reaction zone that can happen? And from there, we have to watch the price action, and accordingly, we see how the lower time frames are behaving. Is the strength rolling over to the higher time frame from thereafter? And that pretty much establishes a direction or a change of direction in this case. Otherwise, no, it's going to stay in the current direction, which for AMD has been still in the negative. Now, before getting much more in the technicals detail, so I just wanted to first talk about, we are at an important area and we are seeing a price reaction there. All right, I have already marked the a zone there, but my tools have also marked the significant levels automatically for you. Now, just one more thing, right? Like for example, the 5 minutes interval, the last very trading day, we had a zigzag. We did dip lower, however, we were instantly bought back up. All right, when I say instantly, I mean there were times that fluctuation was ongoing, but things eventually turned out fine. And just use the tools, especially my another one, easy to swing trading tool, and it will give, since it's right now it's a sideways action on AMD, you can trade both sides. It was a both side plays. My tools gives you everything, whatever you need, right? So, and yeah, and and like overall direction though has been weak. But before going further into the price action, the levels, near terms level to watch, and what, as if it is so undervalued that it can turn around, and is this a good time to buy? Before that, let's talk about this data that we have from the analysts. Now, we have even recently, 19th of February of this year, buy as a reiteration as the and price target of $170. Bank of Securities, Bank of America Securities also $135 price target. 6th of February, a reiteration, still higher than where the price is right now. And then we have, like even 5th of February, $250 by Rosenblatt. All right, and the rating is buy. Most of them you will see overweight, overweight, positive, buy, buy, overweight, overweight. Now this is a very same scenario playing out, just as how I had talked about Snowflake. Now, it wasn't just analysts back then. It was more that analysts were in deep loss on Snowflake, but the price action was showing good bottom and stabilization, and we made a lot of money. And Snowflake I talk about in the 50 plus stocks coverage anyways, right? It's all coverages over there, okay? And we made a lot of money, right? But now with AMD though, Yes, everything, all the analysts are saying it's, overweight or buy and everything. You can pause the screen, read through this data, and we do have one hold, and here it, and yeah, overweight or buy, right? And or neutral. So, but mostly buy, overweight, positive is what we see, and price targets are quite decent. And even where it's hold, it says 156. All right, so coming back to the price action now, yeah, all that thing is great. AMD is though at $100. But is it the time to buy? Like, is it a good buy here? Well, so a couple of things to watch for that. Now, let's go to the weekly interval first. So we are still technically in an ongoing downtrend. On weekly interval, we are also below 200 weeks moving average. We are at a good zone of a potential rebound right now. So it's not in an uptrend. On the weekly interval, AMD will have to establish itself above at least 107 on the weekly interval before we can say that there is some, on the weekly interval, that is for the long run, some stabilization is building up. That is, if it can close a week above 107 and the next week it can stay above that, okay, then the long-term direction change will start to happen. So we are quite a ways, guys. Okay, that around this is the level here, yeah, up here. I'm on the daily interval now. Now in the near term though, so we'll have to see, as if the stabilization is happening at one of our demand zone, the important demand zone. Is this stabilization enough for near-term uptrend, which would be intraday uptrend? And on the daily interval, that will result in a rebound, and so would be on the weekly interval, that will be considered as a rebound. We do have a formation of almost a double bottom, which is a better seen on 4 hours interval. So let's get to the 4 hours interval. We do have a double bottom, but we have to stay it as a double bottom to play this intraday uptrend or rebound on the daily, however you want to call it. We'll have to stay above $99.50 area if we want to trade an uptrend, at least intraday start. All right, that's the, if we lose 99.50, guys, forget it. It's not in an uptrend, even intraday, it's not anymore. And it has a room in this rebound to test around $103.50 area. That's the near-term rebound possibility, as if we stay above $99.50. The way the price action is right now, this intraday uptrend or rebound has to be taken only until there, unless we break out and above it, but that will take some energy because we are below 200 hours moving average. So I do expect some choppiness here if that has to happen. Most likely price will slow down here, and then we'll have to hold a higher pivot here or a higher pullback. And above 103 is when I would say that multi-day intraday strength is happening. Technically on the daily or on the weekly interval, that will still be a rebound, and also on the daily interval, that will be a multi-day rebound. So until 107. It will be only after 108 and 7, if without breaking further below, we can stabilize above here, above 107. That's when things will start to look in the long run in strength. Otherwise, no. Okay, until then, even though good stabilization is coming, we have to, for now, trade them just like as intraday uptrend or multi-day uptrend, which is on daily and weekly interval, more like a rebound. And that's the horizon on the uptrend as for the strength we would have. As for the downside, right, because we are already in the decline, so technically structure is bearish, and on the daily interval, structure will remain weak. There is some strength possible until 107 in the consideration, but that'll be just near-term strength, right? And anyhow, this is the zone, and if we lose this bottom area, 94.40 area, $94.40 area, what is the next zone in this decline? Now, even though analysts don't have that much of a lower range, they are all positive on AMD, right? But prices in the decline, we have to stay with the price action, and for that, let's see the levels. So I'll just have to adjust on my tools. If you have access to my tools, you will be doing the same thing, and you can see the levels on your screen as well. All right. So we do have, you know, significant levels below. Now I'll be providing the most important. I'll be providing here the zone of magnet. All right. All these significant levels are important, but I'll be providing a zone of magnet, and the zone of magnet is around here. $74, around 75. So if we lose $100, unfortunately 75 will start to become a magnet, just how I said that this 97 is a magnet. Once we lost the areas like 125, and we even after earnings we lost things, right? So well, let's see if this is where it has a final round of stabilization, but we'll have to trade with the price action anytime if structure breaks, as just what I talked about on the intraday. That's why it's important to first, where's the most confident or higher probability play even in an uptrend, and that's for now is just on the intraday level, as things just I provided you as the levels we went over, right? And yeah, most of them for the hourly interval intraday, and otherwise, yeah guys, so good confirmation of this bottom formation on AMD is when we start to close above 107. At least we on the weekly interval is what I want to see, above 107 area. All right, and if we can do that, then eventually we'll have a long running potential on this for a long-term uptrend. Otherwise, right now, no. AMD can give us intraday rebounds, as what I talked about, intraday uptrend on daily rebounds, but we'll first have to trade with just that horizon, and keeping in mind that structure has a chance to loosen itself up again after even rebounds, because overall strength is still negative until 107, right? Anyways, that's what I want to talk about in this video, provide you all the you know, parameters to look out for on AMD. Yeah, and okay, so yeah, that's all guys, and if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe. If you need access to my tools, check out the details in the description of this video, and also if you need 50+ stocks coverage, check out the details in the description of this video. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care, bye.